Welcome back. You're just in time for another repair video. And on the bench today, another PS4 FAT CUH-1215A that I picked up as having intermittent HDMI video. And as you can see, we have the white light. We are connected. Oh, there she tries to work. But if you touch it in any way, she just kind of cuts right out. So, yeah, we definitely, we've got some port damage there. That's simple enough. But while I was testing it, let me show you what I found. I decided to go ahead and test the Blu-ray. I'm not sure if you can hear it. It doesn't spin the disc. Or if it does, it's very, very slow. Yeah, very, very slow. And we lost our video. Let's see if I can get the video back long enough to say, well, that's not going to do it. Come on, cooperate. So, I don't have any video at the moment, but the disc, I thought I heard it spin just a little, but not really fast enough. So, let's pop this off. The old hard drive cover. And if you look right in there, yeah, something has spilled in there. And that's the IC that controls the, I guess you would call it the spindle that actually spins the disc. I think it's a BD7764. Yeah, it's got some stuff. Because if you look, when things get poured through on top of a PS4 like this, it comes right through this slot and ends up right in there. And that's what's happened. So we're going to have to get in there and see if we can clean that up. Maybe we can salvage that. Maybe we have to replace that IC. We will see. I'm going to go ahead and take it apart and we'll get it on the workbench. Well, we are inside at the workbench. And let's take a look at this port under the microscope and see what we have going on there. Let's see. It sure did seem to be intermittent. So far, nothing is broken loose. That is odd. Now this port did originally have a little bit of green corrosion on the inside, you know, on this side of the port. And I cleaned it out with some alcohol and used a little contact cleaner in there. And I thought I got it all. Sure was intermittent though. Let me see if I can move my microscope. This is kind of hard to do. So I can hold this board over the edge. And maybe look down in the port and get a good shot. There we go. Let me see if I can make sure I get it in the frame for you guys. Okay, I see some dirt down in there. But yeah, there's some, it looks like corrosion on those pins. And there was some obvious green stuff. See if I can hold it a little more still. I'm not sure if that's just dirt. Oh, that's dirt. Sorry. That pin next to the end right there looks kind of, you can see the metal kind of changing colors, like the plating has gone off of it. Right down in there. It's probably time we'll go ahead and change that port because it was definitely intermittent. Okay. Now let's take a look bear with me here. Move my microscope back. Let's take a look at that Blu-ray area. Get my focus. Oh, isn't that pretty? I have not tried to clean it yet, but yeah, that is the, I believe it's a BD7764 that controls, you know, the spinning of the disc. And I know this is a fuse, like a 0.33 ohm resistor used as a fuse right here. Has 12 volts on it, and that may or may not be any good anymore, but yeah. I wonder what would clean this best. Let me try a little water on a swab, because if it's something, you know, sugary based, the water will cut it better than alcohol. So let me go get some of that and see if we can be cleaning on it. Alright, well, I've been doing some cleaning and it's not looking too bad. It's cleaned up pretty well. All I did was just use some tap water and some cotton swabs. So I haven't even added any alcohol to it yet, but as you can see, it's cleaned up really well. I don't see any major corrosion. A lot of times I've seen this area get, you know, liquid on it quite a few times. And these vias will get eaten up because they're not, you know, covered with solder mask, so it's exposed copper there. So liquid gets in there, and electricity is applied to it, and it just starts eating away at it. Also, the same thing down here. You see these vias here. I'm giving the shot right there. So they're partially eaten. And what I've had to do in the past is take a small piece of wire and push it through there and solder it on both sides of the board. And I may have to do that here because that looks questionable. I mean, they're kind of doubling up. You know, they've got a via here and here in parallel, and over here and over here. So I may have to run that. And this, I believe, should be a 10 ohm resistor, which we will check. And this is supposed to be a 0.33 ohm. You can see the end cap has kind of gotten eroded, and I do have that resistor if I need to replace it. Let's do a quick check on those resistors and see if they have survived. Let me see here. $50 ohms, so that's not good. Let me get the fuzz off my probe tips there. Yeah, that did not survive. That's probably why the disc was barely spinning. This is the 12 volt supply into this IC, which I think if we'll flip it over and look, I think there's a fuse on the other sides, which you've got. But this is 12 volts coming into this. It also gets I think there's an 8. Let's see, this should be 10 ohms here. Get this in the shot. Oh, 10 ohms. We're good there. So that one survived, no problem. That one, no. I don't remember what these are. The end cap looks a little dark, but not too bad. That's probably all right. Let's look at the other side of the board in this same area to see if we've got some damage. Let me just check. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's a fuse on the other side of the board. We should have conductivity right here. And we do. So the vias are not totally blown. Let me flip it over, see if I can find that same area. Yes. That's the area in question right there. And you can see that there's still liquid down in these holes. So I need to push that out. And I'll probably still run a piece of wire through this, just to make sure that via holds up. There's some in this hole. Several of these vias. Well, that's maybe some water where I put it. Yeah, that's just some water left over. Good. What about that one? No, that's gummy mess there. Sticky stuff. So, not too bad. We'll replace that one resistor and reinforce these vias. And I think that'll fix that problem. Just got to replace the HDMI port. Well, here we are back out in the garage. We are reassembled to the point of testing. Let's see, I cleaned up that area around the BD7764 that drives the Blu-ray spindle. Replaced that resistor. Touched up a few solder joints. New HDMI port because the other one was just kind of iffy. So, in theory, we should have video this time. Solid video, I hope. Although I need to clean the port on the inside. A lot of times after replacing them, flux seems to find its way into the pins, and I have to go back from the outside and clean it with alcohol and some contact cleaner. So I may have to do that. But let's see, the monitor's on. Let's just see what we get. Hopefully we'll get a working Blu-ray drive this time. Oh, we got a PlayStation logo. Still got a blue light flashing, but she's coming up. Okay. Health and safety warnings. Alright. Let's take a Blu-ray disc. And let me turn that sound down, because I want to hear this thing. I muted the monitor. Because I want to hear if this disc spins up or not. That's the key thing right now. Oh yeah. Okay, yep, we are spinning. It has recognized Rocket League, which is going to take a while to load. But this looks good. She's loading. I don't want to show you the screen because it has the previous owner's name up there. And I really shouldn't show that. So, but this is looking promising. Let's see, our video is, I need to clean that port. But otherwise, I think we're in good shape. That cleaning that up and replacing that resistor seemed to have fixed that Blu-ray spinning issue. As you can hear, it's spinning well. So, I'll just end the video right here. Hope you enjoyed that. Thought it was at least somewhat entertaining or interesting. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next repair. Bye for now.